Purpose versus passion. You might be asking yourself the question, can I live a purpose-driven life? Can I have a purpose or a calling? Or is it possible to turn my passion into purpose? If you've ever asked one of those questions, keep watching. All right, man, this question gets asked often, and as a coach and as a mentor and as a speaker, I change lives for a living. That's what I do. I help people get results. I help people to live powerfully. And one of those questions that we get to answer today is, can I turn my passion into purpose? Well, let's just define both. First of all, passion versus purpose. Passion, something that excites you. And I know there's a lot of people out there that say things like, if you live your passion, you'll never work a day in your life. And, you can turn your passion into dollars. That's not always true. And I'm going to tell you why. I know a lot of people who have a passion for helping people. They love to help people, but they're not financially well off, and they'll never be financially well off because passion that they're a part of doesn't allow that. I know social workers, like people who work with foster children. That could be something they're passionate about. That could also be something that they have purpose in, but it doesn't mean they're going to turn this into an amazing, wealthy career. I know people who have a passion for cooking and they're really, really good at it, but it doesn't mean that they're going to become wealthy. Why? Just because you have a passion to cook and you're really good at it does not mean that it's your purpose. Before you ever do that, before you open up the bakery, and before you open up the restaurant, before you want to become a life coach or an influencer, I tell people all the time, just go get a job at a bakery. For example, you want to be a baker, go get a job at a bakery and go work there for like 30 days and see if you really like it. I love to play the piano, and I could play the piano for hours every day. It's relaxing and it's soothing and it's therapeutic. It doesn't mean that I'm going to turn this into my purpose. Now, can I make a difference playing songs on a Sunday and helping people feel God's love and making some good music? Sure. But again, it doesn't mean that I'm going to turn this into my purpose. So that's passion. Now you get to differentiate. Passion is something you're excited about, something that gives you energy, something that lights you up. Purpose is not about you. Purpose is about other people, making a difference for other people, creating value for other people, making a difference for the marketplace, for the world, for the youth of your church, for the people of your community. So how do you do this purpose versus passion? Here's what I invite you to do. And the answer is found in the power of the question. The question is, if money was not an issue, what would I do with my time, my energy, and my resources? See, if money was no issue for me, you know what I would be doing? I would still be doing this, coaching, mentoring, speaking. I speak with clients on a daily basis. I get to go speak in front of groups. I get paid to speak, and sometimes I speak for free. This is not only my passion, but it's my purpose as well. Now, if money was not an issue, I love to cook, does that mean I want to go cook? No, I don't want to cook full time. That's like a job to me. So can you turn your passion into purpose? Well, part of that is yes, but does it mean you're going to be wealthy? The answer is no. You want to be wealthy, go develop some skill sets and solve people's problems and create value. Then when you make all that money, then you can go do the things that you're passionate about. You can go do things that even have your purpose. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. And then the final piece of this, purpose versus passion, is just because you're passionate about it does not mean that you can be wealthy with it. And it does not mean that it's necessarily your purpose. There have been seasons of life where I was passionate about, again, music and the piano and making albums and doing music and doing luau's, right? I was a musician and an MC, but that season came and went. But my purpose has always stayed the same. The purpose has been to make a difference in the world. The purpose has been to create value, to unleash human potential, to help people live powerfully, to create results that matter. That's the purpose. So one doesn't necessarily lead to the other, although it could. And I invite you to get really clear about what it is that you want. That's the biggest thing, right? The answer is the question. Question is ready. What do you want for your life, for your lifestyle, for your travel? What type of home do you want to raise your children? How do you want to experience your daily life? We call it DLE, daily life experience. Get really clear about that. Because I can tell you what I am passionate about, living in a great lifestyle, having a nice home and a pool to swim in and trips to take and money to give away and to spend and lives to make a difference for. I love working out. I love the gym. I love people in my church, my community. I love my family. But I also love my personal time. I'm not the kind of guy that wants to have 1,000 employees. No thanks. But I am the guy who wants to influence millions of people to find their purpose, to live their calling, and to do it in a way where they can actually turn it into profit. Listen, if this has been useful to give you some perspective and some thoughts, I invite you, join me in my live experience every single month. I do a live experience where you can ask questions, you can engage, we can have incredible, real, transparent conversations. And I think you'd be really surprised if this is helping you, right? Especially this video and other videos that we do and my podcast. Imagine what would happen if you were with me live every single day, and every single week, and every single month. Hit the link in the description. I see you on the other side. Go ask some questions and go figure it out today.
Let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing. We don't do it for the block, do it for the name. Yeah. No, there ain't no stopping it. If you really want it, better rock with it. This is how to be a game changer. Better put your pride down, heavy, get your pen up. Wanna be the greatest, we ain't stopping till we win, yo. This is how to make it when they hating, we ain't worried what they saying. This is how to be a game changer.